on this episode of Make No Money, we have this from Cosmic Book News. Harry Potter TV series Papa Escheludo in talks for Severus Snape. If the goal of this show was to have rock bottom viewership, you've succeeded. Congratulations, WB. With all of your massive flops over the past few years, and having to merge with Disney Plus because you guys aren't making any money. This is the perfect direction to go with the Harry Potter show if you want to lose. It was almost one of the simplest castings of all human history. Just get Adam Driver. He can't possibly cost that much these days. I mean, everything the guy's been doing over the past few years has been hysterical flops. Nothing this guy has done over the past few years has worked out. So, price-wise, Adam Driver's a bargain at this point. And this is a question I posed online. Let's say for a second, this is the most watched show of all human history. Of all streaming or cable networks. Let's say the Harry Potter show was the most watched and streamed thing of all time. How much money do you think it could possibly make? Do you think the Harry Potter show is going to make $1 billion? Let's take a look at right now with Harry Potter, okay? Some people are turned off. The people on the left are turned off by J.K. Rowling. The people on the left hate J.K. Rowling. I've seen pictures where longtime Harry Potter fans have gotten their tattoos covered up because they cannot possibly deal with the words of the creator of the series. You think they're gonna watch the show? Let's be honest for a second. They're not gonna watch the show. They were never gonna watch the show. It makes me think about a recent movie that came out, The Apprentice. I think it was Sebastian Stan played Donald Trump. Why would that movie make a single dollar at all? Because the left aren't going to watch a movie about Donald Trump. And then you have the right, they're not going to watch it because obviously they're going to try to make a mockery of him. So both political parties, they're not going to watch this movie. And now I'm looking at Harry Potter. Okay, so the left's not going to watch it. And now with the Snape casting, you've turned the right off. It's that simple. It's plain and simple. We know what you're going to do with this show. The same thing that you guys do with every show, with every movie, with every IP. You can't help yourselves. You have to put in that tiny little smidge of diversity and inclusion and politics and preaching because now this is going to be the story. You have right now, WB right now, has the ultimate ace in the hole. Every single negative criticism going on from this show can be tied back to race. It's the ace in the hole. It's like the Bella Ramsey thing with The Last of Us. One of the worst castings of all time. Anytime someone will criticize it, it will be directed or turned into a Bella Ramsey talking about her looks or her sexuality. That's how you do it. Same thing with Doctor Who. Russell T Davies will turn every single negative criticism about that show into a conversation about Ncuti Gatwick's race or sexuality. It's like clockwork. At this point, it's not even comical. We know what's going to happen. We absolutely know what's going to happen. So when I see the Snape cast, I'm thinking, okay, boom, you just killed your show. You killed it. Because you caved. You bent the knee. And you know what? This dude right here, he might have walked into the audition and absolutely killed it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Because when I see it, I think of one thing and one thing only. You had to cast a black guy. And they could come out tomorrow and say, yes, we auditioned 100 people and he blew us away in a second. I don't believe you. We have 100% lost faith in Hollywood. We don't need this show. As weird as it sounds to say, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. Heard they're making a show, I knew they're going to screw it up. And if I'm not mistaken, they want to do a season for every single book. So that's 7 seasons right there. And with a lot of these shows costing tens and hundreds of millions of dollars to make. We're talking about, let's just say, for example, they go on the low end. Let's say the first season is $100 million. We're talking about almost $1 billion for a show that you've automatically, instantly turned off the left and the right. And now all you have left are the die-hard Harry Potter fans that are desperate to hope that this is going to be a good product. And you know what? First week, you might get some numbers. Don't get me wrong, you might actually get some numbers early on in this series creation because people are going to be curious. But we all know what's going to happen. You can't help yourself. And just like Shooty Gatwick, I'm predicting that this guy, Papa Esriel, whatever his name, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. He is going to be an icon in this movement. He's going to give 1,000 interviews. Oh, man, the interviews are going to be worse than the Wicked ones. He's going to go out there and he's going to champion. He's going to campaign. He's going to be out there with his fists in the air. There is no way this unknown dude is going to take this role with grace and say, oh, yeah, well, I understand that some people might not think I'm the perfect casting for it, but I implore you to watch. I implore you to give me a chance, and I will deliver. That would be the best thing this dude could do right now. If he goes out there on social media and is just humble about it, say, I'm completely honored for this opportunity. I understand I might not be the perfect cast in people's eyes. Give me a chance to show you what I can do, and I will deliver for you. If he says that, you won. You've won me over. But if you're going to go with the Russell T. Davies and the Shooty Gatwicks, if you're just going to go out there and tell me that I'm wrong for not liking this and thinking your show is a pile of crap, and you're going to do nothing but gaslight me and shame me into liking it, you lost. So, man, this show, WB, man, you guys are hanging on by a thread right now. They're hanging on by a thread. I have an upcoming video about James Gunn. Ooh, James Gunn might be the last hope for WB right now. Man, in the end, what do you guys think about that?